Thank you, Nivashni, for the wonderful information about Indian culture. Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. For the last part of the presentation, I, Muhammad Akmal Sofyan, with the number metric of 067131, will be presenting about indigenous people culture and tradition that are available here in Malaysia. It was estimated that among 31 million of Malaysian population, 13.8% of them are indigenous people, which are about more than 4 million people. So the main question is, right now, who are they? The indigenous people of Malaysia could mainly be divided into two categories. One who live in Peninsular Malaysia and one who live in the east of Malaysia. In Peninsular Malaysia alone, there are 18 orang asli subgroups such as Negrito and Senoi, whereas in Sabah Sarawak, there are at least 55 different indigenous ethnic groups such as Iban, Kadayan, Dusun and Murut. Having many different ethnic groups will result in various culture and tradition. For example, Iban people, who are the indigenous people of Sarawak, will celebrate Gawai Dayak, which means Dayak Festival, annually on 1st of June until the 2nd of June. The festivals were held as a symbol of unity, aspiration and hope for the Dayak community. As the festival date approach, the people will be busy doing preparation for the big day, such as general tidying up, grave visiting, party drying and mailing collecting, preparing food and final house decoration. During the festival, men and women usually wear their traditional dress, which is called negepan. During the festival, Iban people were packed with activities from dawn till dusk. The celebration starts with offering and sacrifice, continued with a huge festival dinner, and finishing up with various types of performance. The second festival is the Pesta Keamatan, which is a form of harvest festival that was annually celebrated by the ethnic Kadazan Dusun in Sabah. The festival starts on the 1st of May and ends on the 31st of May. The festival was held to honor their commitment shown by the god Kinoinga, who gave them the gift of rice, their staple diet. During the month, many festive activities were held, such as the Sumazau, a dance competition, Sugandoi, a singing competition, a bodybuilding competition, and also various types of arts and craft performance. But the peak of the festival activities is the Unduk Ngadau, which is a beauty pageant competition that will also mark the end of the festival. Next, let's talk about traditional food of the indigenous people. Every different ethnic has their own traditional food with various tastes and looks. Let's look at the Semai and Temuan ethnic. These communities rarely use cooking oil. Instead, they prefer food that boils or roasts over fire and rarely cook with garlic and onion. Some examples of their traditional dishes were ubi kikir, sayur meranti, pucuk rebung, ayam masak buluh, and ikan pais. Looking at different aspects of indigenous tradition, all ethnicities have their own special traditional clothes that were worn only on specific occasion. For example, Iban traditional costume for women is called Mare Empang, which consists of a combination of beads and hand-stitched cotton, decorative outer garment, and kain kebat. The clothes were commonly worn during festivals, whereas for men, they will wear kelambi and sirat. The kelambi have two types, which are either sleeve or sleeveless. It is worn during certain ceremonies only. Moving on to indigenous people traditional games. Kerchang is one of the most known by many ethnic in Malaysia. Kerchang was a puzzle type game that was made by rattan and a string. The main objective of the game is to take out the string from the rattan and put it back afterwards. Other than having fun, Kerchang was also used by the father as a measure of credibility of the future son-in-law before allowing him to marry his daughter. Let's now talk about entertainment. Indigenous people have a lot of ways to entertain themselves in various forms, either by dancing or playing musical instruments. Let's take the Iban culture for example. Their main dance is Ngajak dance, and it could be broken down into 4 different categories according to their respective functional purpose. The 4 categories are showmanship, ritual, comedian, and self-defense. That's all from me. Thank you.